Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Westview Warrior Basketball in a kind of a different afternoon game here, a matinee game between the Westview Warriors and the Plymouth Pilgrims. Westview coming off a win on Thursday night versus West Noble by a score of 47-34. He is looking to continue their winning ways today against the Plymouth Pilgrims. Westview comes in with a 12-4 record. Plymouth, under the direction of third-year head coach Joel Grindle, have compiled a 6-10 record so far this season. And they are currently on a 3-game losing streak as they lost to Elkhart, Northridge, and Goshen in their last 3 contests. So it's Westview and Plymouth in matinee basketball style here at Westview High School. Today's game sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales, with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 075 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. The pregame sponsor for this evening's game is J&R Solutions, providing unlimited internet no matter where you live. Our halftime sponsor is Pizza Depot in Millersburg, with a new location opening in Middlebury. It's already open, as a matter of fact, in Middlebury. This afternoon's game is also brought to you by Shipshewana Trading Place, featuring the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday beginning at 9 a.m. by Hyde Auto Body, US 20 West and LaGrange. Also, Yoder Crossroads, located south of Shipshewana in the southwest corner of State Road 5 and US 20. By Emma Warehouse in downtown Emma. By Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. By Stutzman Power Equipment on US 20 West between Shipshewana and Middlebury. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Shipshe Automotive Service just south of US 20 on State Road 5. By LaGwana, your local creative services provider. By Animal Care Clinic of Topeka. Also by Jerry Standard Service in downtown Middlebury. And Southwind Flooring at 7300 North, 1000 West in Shipshewana. This afternoon's game is a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network, and we'll be back with our pregame show right after this word from our game sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom, filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Today's Westview pregame show is brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet, no throttling, and no contracts. Call them at 574-349-7673. Good afternoon, everybody. Jerry Hostetler along with Dan Byler as we're coming to you from Westview High School. Plymouth Pilgrims to our left and Westview to our right, getting in their pregame warm-ups.
So just finished up the junior varsity contest. Westview led most of that game, but unfortunately not at the end. Ended up dropping a close game. I think it was 47-50 was the final, I believe. And so trying to...
Yeah, that's one of the few losses for the JV this year.
Yeah, they've done very well this year. So I guess the one thing that was different when we played here Thursday night, we had a whole bunch of kids hit threes. But Daniel Yoder was not one of those. He seemed to have an off night. He came out firing tonight. He had the first 5 points for us, and I think he finished with 12 to lead the way for the junior varsity, and he only played in 2 quarters, saving quarters for varsity action.
Well, yeah, and maybe Westview can use him in the varsity team this afternoon. Yeah, Daniel seems to be hot, different from on Thursday night, so maybe they can use that hot hand tonight or this afternoon at Westview.
So looking at teams in common that we've played, us and Plymouth. So early in the season we played Northridge and Northwood. They've played both those 2 teams. Those are the only 2 teams we've played in common. They lost, the Plymouth lost to Northwood by 12. And of course we had beat Northwood by 8. And then we both lost to Northridge. They lost by 17. We lost by 11. So Yeah, just looking at that, it looks like we should have the edge.
Yeah, we should. On paper, that's true.
But you never know how you actually match up with the team, so we'll see.
And, of course, as many of you know, we have a lot of Northern Lakes Conference teams on our schedule, including Plymouth, and that's a very tough conference normally. And so they play a tougher schedule maybe than we do, but as I mentioned, we play a lot of those Northern Lakes Conference schools, so I think that's good for our 2A team. I mean,
right.
if you look at other 2A teams around the state and look at their schedule, a lot of them are full of 2A and 1A teams, but we've always scheduled these NLC teams that are 4A, 3A, and 4A teams, and I think it makes your team better in the long run. Sure it does.
And in fact, so we're finishing out the season. So we have Plymouth tonight, which is an NLC team, and then we also still have Wawasee, Goshen, and Concord. So 4 of our last 6 games, 7.
Right.
What do we got left? 6 games.
6 games left,
in the regular season are NLC teams. The other 2 being the last 2 of the NECC conference. Well, that's a bit redundant, isn't it? The NEC conference.
NECC.
Being Fremont and Prairie Heights. So those are our remaining 6 games in the schedule. We talked about this last night, that it's hard to believe that we're down to 6 games.
I can't believe it. The season always goes fast. We start out with Bethany, and then I think, well, got, 20 more games to go, but it always comes around fast. You get through December and into January, and then things really take off. And we're, 4 weeks away from, actually less than that, aren't we?
Yeah, we'd be less than that.
From sectional play.
Yeah, the sectional play would start at the end of February, beginning of March. I don't remember the exact dates, but speaking of end of the season, the girls team finished their season last night, losing in the semifinals of the East Side 2A girls sectional to Fremont. And they had defeated Churubusco in first round action on Tuesday evening to advance to that semifinal game. But they finished their season last night.
And that pits Fremont against Central Noble tonight.
I assume so. I guess I didn't even.
I believe I saw where the Central Noble had won then.
I would assume that's what would have happened. They were playing Prairie Heights, and Central Noble's been having a pretty good year. They had several losses, but 2 of those were to Eastside, and they had avenged that loss in the first round action on Tuesday night.
Right. So we've got this afternoon game coming up here very shortly. We'll take a break here and be right back after this message from our halftime sponsor, J&R Solutions. Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673. And we're back at Westview. Good to have you along this afternoon for today's varsity basketball game between the Westview Warriors and the Plymouth Pilgrims. And yeah, we're not at halftime, as if you caught that before I left. Our pregame sponsor is J&R Solutions tonight, or this afternoon, and we appreciate them.
Yeah, so I was impressed when we started in, Jerry, that you said this afternoon, because I have trouble with that when we don't play at night.
Well, how many afternoon games? I mean, usually we get the sectional, and then I think I do like afternoon games, and I think it's because it kind of reminds me of tournament time.
Yeah.
When you're,
okay.
Regional. But anyway, good to have you along this afternoon. A little bit maybe slimmer crowd this afternoon than there would be in an evening game, but pretty good turnout.
Well, I think the biggest difference I'm seeing is the little kids section.
Right.
I'm not sure why that would make a difference on a Saturday, but not as many young fans over there on the what would that be, in the
Southeast
corner.
Yeah.
So.
The ISMA contest is going on today, which is musical, and I think that involves junior high kids as well as high school, so that might be part of the reason. But, we usually have that junior high sections filled up.
So looking back at the game the other night when we played West Noble, of course, if you weren't here, you missed one heck of a game where we had led the entire first half, and then West Noble led all but the last 1.1 seconds of the second half, with Luke Helmuth hitting what ended up being the game-winning shot. Of course, Austin Slaybaugh did actually put in a final bucket after that, but Austin had a heck of a game. He had a personal high, career high of 15 points in that game. He had scored 6 points, and Luke 8 points were the only points scored by Westview in that final period.
Yeah, we're going to pause now for our national anthem with senior Morgan Rigsecker singing our national anthem. Beautiful job done by Junior. I think, Morgan's a junior.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't even have to correct you.
After I said that, I knew there was only 2 seniors on the basketball team, Hope Bortner and Taylor, Audrey Taylor.
So
Morgan, I was rushing her out of high school here.
Yes. Yeah, let's not rush that.
Let's take a look at this afternoon starting lineup. First of all, for the Plymouth Pilgrims. Number 1 is Preston Wolf, averaging 11.5 points per game. He's a 6-foot junior. Wearing number 2, Caleb Bowling. He'll be at a forward. 6-foot senior, averaging 3 points per game. Number 3 is Kobe Walters, a 6-foot senior, averaging 13 points per game. Number 12 is Caden Ellery, a 6'5 junior, averaging 11.2 points per game. And rounding out the starting lineup for Plymouth is Trenton Van Dyne, a 6-foot even junior, averaging 5.7 points per game. Once again, Plymouth at 6-10 on the season, and they're coached by Joel Grindle. For the Warriors, it'll be Austin Slaybaugh, number 15, a 6'1 freshman. He's averaging 5.4 points per game. Had his, as Dan mentioned, had his best game of his career against West Noble with 15. Next out is Caden Grau, a 6'3 sophomore, averaging 7.4 points per game. Luke Helmuth, number 33, 6'1 senior, making that game-winning basket for Westview on Thursday night, 11.5 points per game. Wiley Minix, number 35, a 6'2 senior, averaging 9.3 points per game, and also leads the team in rebounding. Wyatt Zepp rounds out the starting lineup for the Warriors, a 6'6 senior, averaging 11.7 points per game, and he leads his team in that capacity. So we're ready to go. Dan's getting the crowd fired up with his whistling here. And Wyatt Zepp will jump center out there with Caden Ellery. Westview will control the tip. Luke Helmuth chases it down on the backcourt, and he'll bring it across the timeline. Plymouth, it's like it's in a man-to-man, although they're guarding the middle. It's like kind of a matchup zone.
Wolf reached around there trying to knock the ball loose. He might have had all ball, but he reached all the way around Zepp to do that, so he gets called for that foul.
Luke gets it in. Out front to Austin Slaybaugh. Right side pass comes to Grau, right back outside to Wiley Minix. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out their defense here. They're kind of dropping off the outside guy on the opposite side. And the shot is up and good by Zepp right underneath. So the Warriors out to an early lead here at 2-0. With the ball out front is Van Dyne. He goes left side with it to Walters. Out front to Bowling and Wolf. With it is Ellery. His brother played on the JV and a good ball player. Shot from three is off the mark by Wolf. Yeah, back come the Warriors. Slaybaugh puts it up and in. Didn't even have to put the ball on the floor.
Good ball movement when you can do that.
Oh, yeah. Shot for three by Walters is no good. Plymouth is shooting 33% from three-point land compared to the Warriors' 31%. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on Westview, and it'll come back to Plymouth. Inbounding will be Van Dyne. He gets it into the quarterback of their offense, Walters. Van Dyne hands it off to Ellery. Back to Bowling now. Ellery driving. He'll put it up off the glass and got it. Boy, nice. Looks like we're watching his brother.
Yeah.
Watching a replay of the JV game. Same kind of moves.
I imagine they might have played against each other a time
I
or two.
would guess so.
Yeah, one's a sophomore, one's a junior.
Kalen was his brother's name. Caden is his name. Caden is 6'5" junior. Free throw is no good, but the offensive rebound for Plymouth. Bowling drives it into the paint, puts it up and good. 4-4 game now. Counting down to 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Helmuth works it up top to Austin Slaybaugh. Back to Grau.
Doing a straight man now, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, they are driving or dropping down,
yeah,
depending on who it is.
Away from the ball. Zepp inside, jump hook, short. Rebound is grabbed there by the guard, Van Dyne. Bowling gets it to Walters. Walters to Ellery. Ellery will take the three and miss. Good block out by Caden Grau. Back come the Warriors. Slaybaugh drives it into the paint. Looking for help now, and he unloads it right between Grau and Luke Helmuth. And it'll be an over and back violation on Westview.
Owen Brill and Wade Springer coming in for Caden Grau and Wiley Minix for Westview.
Once again, it's nice to have that depth on the bench. And players constantly rotating as we play. Ball stolen away. Good steal by Luke. Good bounce pass to Brill, and he has it knocked away on a good defensive play by Kobe Walters of Plymouth. Actually, the last person to touch it was Westview, so it'll be Plymouth's basketball.
Yeah, I think it was tipped, and then Owen was trying to still control it, so he touched it after the tip.
Van Dyne tries to get it up. He's double-teamed as Westview puts on the pressure in the backcourt. Bounce pass underneath is missed on a shot by Bowling. Up by Ellery, and he's fouled as he tried to go up after the offensive rebound.
So Slaybaugh blocked him, but they're going to call Zepp, and that's going to be his second.
So Ellery will have two shots, free throws coming his way. 69% from the line. Hits that one. Grau right back into the ball game as he comes in for Zepp with two fouls.
That'll be Plymouth's first lead of the game now.
And that one hit the back of the rim and then kind of died.
Just died
and fell in. Yeah. 6-4 Plymouth by 2. In the corner, Brill fakes, and then thought he was going to take the shot off the baseline. Passes it up, gives it to Luke Helmuth. That worked out well as Luke hits a 3. Puts Westview back in the lead 7-6. 4:27 to go, first quarter. Driving toward the bucket as Van Dyne has it knocked away into the hands of Luke Helmuth. Luke quickly across the timeline as Westview's in transition, and Grau pulls up. Wide open Brill. Misses. Long rebound comes down to Van Dyne. Back comes Plymouth in a hurry. Caden Ellery has it knocked away, and we've got a reach-in foul's going to be called on Westview.
Going to be on Luke Helmuth. That'll be his first, team's third.
4 minutes showing the clock here in the first quarter. Westview leads it by 1. Bowling inside pass as Walters came into the lane and puts it up and in, his first 2 today. That gives Plymouth a 1-point lead. Grau gets it to Slaybaugh. He drives. Could have taken a shot there. Passed it up. Now Grau from the corner banks it in. I don't know how he did that, but it will take it. That was a 3, so Westview goes up 10-8. That's our biggest lead, I believe, right?
We were up 4-0.
Oh, that's right. Bowling with the ball. Walters into the lane. He'll pop a jumper from there. Miss. Skying for the rebound is the little guy, Caleb Bowling. And now it's knocked away from Ellery, and back come the Warriors. Slaybaugh all the way to the hoop, puts it up and got it. What a drive by Austin Slaybaugh. 12-8 now, Warriors. With the ball out front's Van Dyne. He goes with it to Ellery. Ellery left side to Walters for 3, and he hits. First 3 of the afternoon for the Pilgrims. 12-11. Westview by 1. Slaybaugh drives, and he's fouled. And that's going to go against 2, Caleb Bowling, his first. Wiley Minnick's back into the ball game. Austin Slaybaugh get a breather. Luke Helmuth came out as well, and Wade came back in, right, Dan?
Yeah, and Bowling came out for Plymouth. Dan Gwen for the Pilgrims.
Oh, and Camden Yoder's on the floor. Grau puts it up, got it. 14-11.
5 for Grau now.
With the ball is Plymouth. Van Dyne outside. Drives it to the free throw line. Now hit Gwen. Gwen, number 10. Caden Yoder on him. Camden Yoder, I should say. Walters driving on Minnick. He'll put it up. Missed his shot. And it's yanked down by Wiley Minnick, our leading rebounder. They'll get it to Springer. Up across the timeline. Now underneath, the pass was intended for Camden Yoder, but knocked out of bounds by Plymouth. So Westview will inbound to the right of their own basket underneath. Springer, quick pass inside to Wiley. He'll put it up, miss the shot underneath, and the rebound's yanked down by Preston Wolf of Plymouth. He'll hand it off to Van Dyne. Van Dyne tries to drive on Brill. Has it bounce away from him, and it's touched by Wiley Minnick, who is out of bounds, so it'll stay in the hands of Plymouth.
Nice heads-up play and get down on the ground play there by Wiley, trying to create a turnover.
Good hustle. Into the ball game, Trey Delp for the first time this afternoon for Plymouth. Gwen takes it left side and comes back up top. He'll go right side now to Ellery. Ellery driving on Grau. He'll put it up short, gets his own rebound. The putback is no good, but he's fouled. It'll probably be a 2-shot foul coming for Caden Ellery.
That's his third offensive board.
Won't be a shooting foul.
Oh, okay.
So Glenn will inbound it. Bounce pass comes in to Van Dyne. He'll make the move on. Strong move on Minix and put it up and got it. Back come the Warriors now. Camden Yoder works the right side. Grau in the corner passes it to Minix as Westview works it around the perimeter. Wiley saw an opening. Doesn't take advantage. Took a couple steps with Gwen, cut him off. Camden Yoder had an opening there, but not long enough. It goes off of Plymouth. I think Camden was going the other way. Thought it was.
Well, I'm pretty sure he was the only one that touched it. That's what it looked like from here, anyway. So win some, lose some, I guess.
Yep. It's supposed to even out over time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Brill inside Camden, lobs it underneath the Grau, and we have a whistle and a foul's going to be called on Plymouth underneath the Westview basket.
It's going to be on Delp. That'll be his first, team's third.
Once again, this time it'll be Minix that'll be the trick. No, they're going to switch back to Wade.
They just did that because he knew you called it.
Wade lobs it into no man's land, but Brill chases it down and then has it knocked away and stolen.
I don't think he had any idea how much time was
No,
left.
it didn't look like it. So we played 8 minutes here at Westview on this afternoon matinee game from Westview High School. Westview leads it 14-13 over Plymouth. We'll be back with the second quarter in 60 seconds.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204. And we're back, ready to start the second quarter. 14-13 is our score. Westview by 1. Next action for the Warriors will be next Friday, and that will be at Prairie Heights. And that will be live audio, delayed video from Prairie Heights. Gwen brings it across the timeline. He'll go right side on the pass to Van Dyne. He puts it up off the glass and got it.
Boy, he just plows his way in there and creates the space to put it up.
Not real tall, but he's a muscular kid. Pass inside, knocked away, and Luke Helmuth comes up with it. Good bounce pass inside to Minix, who was cutting to the basket, and Wiley puts it in off the glass. First 2 of the night or the afternoon for Minix. Dan Gwen is having trouble getting rid of the ball, and it was deflected. I don't think Ellery knew it, and he gets it back now. And it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be a held ball, much to the displeasure of.
Well, they potentially could have called it a jump quite a bit earlier, I think. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
So it'll be Westview's ball on the alternating possession, and inbounding will be Luke Helmuth right down here in front of the Plymouth bench. Helmuth out front will come to Slaybaugh. He'll lob it into Grau. Oh, my. That had to hurt.
Skied for a block and ended up coming down. I hopefully didn't hit his head. I couldn't quite see it.
No,
it came down
like
flat on his back.
Right. It's got to hurt a little bit. Preston Wolf gets up and walking it off. And he's going to come out, shake things off a little bit. Toby Walters will come back in for Plymouth. Wiley Minix comes out for Westview, and Daniel Yoder will see his first appearance here this afternoon on the varsity. Played in the first game, of course. Grau works it out front to Springer. Luke down the corner to Austin Slaybaugh. Back to Luke. Westview by 1, 16-15. Plymouth in a man-to-man as well as Westview. Grau right side.
So it's man-to-man, but when your man's on the far away from the action, they're dropping clear down into the zone to come into the lane to clog it up.
Help side is ready to go. Grau underneath the Slaybaugh. He's double teamed. Gets a shot off and gets it to go. Not so sure he wasn't fouled on that.
I sort of think he might have been, but
half a dozen
to go anyway.
6 points for Austin Slaybaugh. So he's picking up right where he left off on Thursday. Shot from the corner is no good by Delp. And the rebound to Westview. Back come the Warriors in a hurry. All the way down is Grau. He puts it up, misses, but he'll get a couple of free throws.
Foul's going to be called on Gwen. His first, second on the Pilgrims. And this will be Westview's first trip to the line this afternoon. Boy, that was close. I almost said this evening.
That's very easy to do. And Grau hits his first free throw. 67% free throw shooter on the season for Caden.
So he's hit a 3, a 2, and now a 1. Make that 2 lines.
20-15, Westview by 5 now. Wyatt Zepp coming in as Caden Grau will get arrested on the bench. 5:46 to go first half.
Westview pressing.
Yeah, a little bit of a surprise, I think, for Plymouth, but they adjusted, bringing it up court, gets across the timeline, and that's Ellery. He gets it to Delp in the corner, and he hits a 3. So that brings Plymouth back within 2 now. Slaybaugh works it to Luke Helmuth, down to Zepp. Zepp has it knocked away but regains it. He'll make the move underneath. He's got the size advantage. Now Daniel Yoder from the corner, and he hits. So he's bringing that right over from the JV.
He hit 2 threes in the JV contest, so guess he's warmed up.
That's right, 23-18. So Westview answers the 3 by Plymouth. Ellery behind the back dribble, has it knocked away, picks the ball up on the wing left side, knocked away by Daniel Yoder and out of bounds. It'll stay with Plymouth.
Camden coming back in for Wade. Keep him fresh in there.
That's right. Inbounding will be Van Dyne. Bounce passes it into Ellery. Zepp on him now. Van Dyne has it knocked away and stolen by Daniel Yoder. He drives it in, then a hard reach in that time by Van Dyne. Frustration foul possibly there.
I would guess so.
13 foul on Plymouth, and we have timeout on the court. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
23-18 is our score. Westview leads Plymouth with 4:38 to go first half. Westview with the basketball, and they'll be inbounding right in front of the coaching staff of Plymouth. Daniel Yoder gets it into Austin Slaybon, out of Camden Yoder. Austin makes that quick move on the baseline but can't finish, and a rebound to Caden Ellery. Quickly up court, that's going to be an offensive foul against Plymouth. Good job by Camden Yoder in getting position and drawing that foul.
It's going to be on Walters. That's his first, but it's the fourth on Plymouth for this quarter.
So Westview a chance to extend their lead here, 23-18, 4:15 to go first half. They'll work it around Zepp on the baseline. He'll shoot it to Daniel Yoder, quickly out front to Austin. Makes that quick move, puts it up, can't get it. Battle for the rebound, and it's pulled out of there by Zepp. Good hustle by Zepp. Getting kind of physical out there.
Yeah, it is.
Now Luke drives into the lane, gives off to Daniel Yoder. He fakes, takes it down to the baseline. They'll work it around back up front to Luke. And he is fouled as he goes toward the basket for the left-handed layup.
I think on that last offensive board we got, I think at least 4 of our guys touched it.
I think so.
Nobody could quite get the handle on it. That foul is going to be called on Gwen. That's his second.
Looked like they were playing hot potato out there. Daniel Yoder at the free throw line, or rather Luke Helmuth. I don't know where that came from.
Well, with
they
the
all
haircut,
have dark hair.
with the haircut that Luke's got, it doesn't look that much different than Daniel's. So, and when you see him sort of from behind here.
Well, that's what threw me, I guess. Second shot up and good. So Luke gets both free throws. And that gives Westview a 25-18 lead, a 7-point lead for the Warriors. Well, I guess they'd already handed the ball to the official, or to the player. So they're not going to allow Caden Grau to come back into the ball game till the next stoppage. Van Dyne being double teamed. He gets it across the timeline. And now we have a reach-in foul. It's going to be called on Westview, and I think, was that Wyatt that reached in there?
That's going to be his third, I think.
It is. Wyatt's coming out. They didn't get him out in time.
Grau tried to come in for it.
Yeah, he did. That wasn't a good chain of events there for Westview. They didn't quite have it timed right. Or the referees, actually, I guess. They didn't notice they had a player coming in. With the ball is Bowling out front, gives off to Van Dyne. Daniel Yoder is guarding him. Ellery now. Good defense by the Warriors. We're getting right there, out there on them. Gwen down into the paint. Can't find room there. Gives off to Walters. He'll drive the baseline and put it up and in. Plymouth likes to drive. Austin Slaybon and Daniel Yoder, the 2 freshmen out there for Westview. In the corner, Grau. He'll cross-court it to Daniel Yoder, now to Camden for 3, and no good. Knocked out of bounds, touched by Luke, and what are they going to, they're going to call a foul on Luke.
Wow. He said he pushed Gwen. I was going to say, certainly Gwen touched it last. I couldn't quite figure out what the call was, but apparently there was some contact on the, before the rebound.
Well, we've got some excellent officials out there. Coaching the state tournament. Trent Long, one of the referees, played at Wawasee a few years back. It's Brett Patrick, right?
Brett Patrick, yeah.
Played at Whitco.
Whitco. His dad was coach there.
Right. And you dated his sister?
Yeah, in college I did for a while.
Inbounding will be Plymouth. Van Dyne. Ellery tries. Good defense by Wade. They tried to get that interior pass to Walters, and Wade was right there, Johnny, on the spot. 5-point lead for Westview. 2:10 to go first half. Austin brings it all the way over to Springer. Now we have a timeout. It's going to be called by Chandler Tribble of Westview. We'll be back with more from Westview High School. 25-20 is our score. Westview leads by 5 with 1:58 to go and a half. Back in 30 seconds.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
And we're back after that quick 30-second timeout called by Chandler to get his offense set.
Big difference between the first quarter and the second. First quarter, the Pilgrims put up 14 shots, and so far they've only managed to put up 4 here in the second period.
Bounce pass comes in to Wade Springer. Springer goes right side to Camden Yoder. The lob inside to Grau, and it's knocked out of bounds by Plymouth.
They're trying to take advantage of that height discrepancy. I think has Gwen on him in there, but weak side help came in time to help out.
Right now, their biggest guy on the court's Ellery at 6'5". And that matches up pretty well with Grau. Grau's probably, 6'4". I think he's listed at 6'3".
Yeah.
Springer out front to Slaybaugh. Camden Yoder now to Helmuth. Springer inside to Slaybaugh. Makes a move, double team. Now Grau for 3, in and out. Good hustle to get his own rebound. Westview fans wanted a foul there. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Westview. Pretty much letting them play today.
It's Grau's 4th rebound. He's leading that category for us right now.
Camden Yoder to Springer. Left side to Slaybaugh. They'll cross court it to Grau. Grau puts it on the floor. Tries to get inside. Gives off to Slaybaugh. Plymouth trapping in the corner. Good job getting it out of there by Slaybaugh. Inside pass from Springer to Grau, and it just won't go down. Good offensive rebound. We miss another bunny underneath. But good offensive rebounds by the Warriors, and finally Grau gets fouled, and he'll go to the charity stripe. But, man, we just can't get it to fall from, 1 foot out.
Let's see, who took that first shot in that series? Was it?
What is it, Slaybaugh?
Slaybaugh, I think, yeah. But then Grau and Helmuth both got an offensive board.
Grau's first shot is good. Hayden with 8
points and 5 rebounds.
Luke Helmuth will get a rest. Shot missed as Wiley Minix checked back in for Westview for Luke. 6-point lead for the Warriors. 35 seconds to go first half. Camden Yoder goes to Slaybaugh, now to Wade Springer left side. And we're down to 20 seconds. Slaybaugh drives, gives off to Springer. Now to Wiley. He'll pop it from 15. Got it. 8-point lead now for the Warriors in the last 10 seconds here of the first half. Gwen left wide open for 3. Misses a shot. Rebound. And then it's stolen away on that rebound by Bowling, and he puts it up and in. So a big basket for Plymouth right at the end of the first half here to pull them back within 6. 28-22 is our halftime score. And we'll take a 2-minute timeout and be back with stats and scoring with Dan right after this.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe, offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
LaGwana is your local one-stop shop for design, print and signage, vehicle graphics, publications, web design, photography, promotional products. LaGwana, the better we know you, the better we serve you. Like what you see? Get started today at LaGwana.com. LaGwana, helping you get where you LaGwana go.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine-in, carry-out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
Back at Westview High School for this matinee game. Today's halftime show brought to you by Pizza Depot with locations in Millersburg and now also in Middlebury. 574-822-7372 for that Middlebury location. Pizza Depot is featuring mac and cheese pizza as their February pizza of the month. So taking a look at halftime stats, Westview scored 14 in each of the first two quarters for their 28 points. The Pilgrims have 22. They had 13 in the first, 9 in the second. The big difference in the number of shots put up for the Pilgrims, they had 14 shots in the first quarter, only 6 in the second, and that probably translates a lot into the difference in scoring. Taking a look at individual scoring, the Pilgrims being led by senior Kobe Walters, number 3 out there. He's got 7 points, a couple buckets, and a three-pointer. And then 3 players with 4 points apiece. Caleb Bowling has 2 twos. Caden Ellery has a 2 and is 2 of 3 from the free throw line. And Trenton Van Dyne has 2 twos for 4 points. And the other points for the Pilgrims coming from the bench by Trey Delp, a 5'10 junior, hit a 3 in the second quarter. Westview right now being led by 8 from Caden Grau. He had a 3 and a 2 in the first quarter, and there was 3 of 4 from the stripe in the second quarter for his 8 points. 6 points for Austin Slaybaugh, all on 2-pointers. After he'd made 3 in a row the first part of the game, he has then missed 3 inside shots. They haven't been easy shots, but a lot of times he gets those to go. They just haven't gone. 5 points for Luke Helmuth. He's 1 for 1 from 3-point range and 2 for 2 from the line. 5 points for him, 4 points for Wiley Minix, a couple buckets inside the arc. 3 points for Daniel Yoder. He's only taken 1 shot. He had a 3. And 2 points for Wyatt Zepp. He is 1 of 2 from the inside the arc. Westview's 5 of 6 shooting from the free throw line. The Pilgrims also have only missed 1. They're 2 of 3. I think one of the big differences looking at the stats, so both teams are 7 of 13 inside the arc, so that's going to put them just a little over 50%. But then we're 3 of 6, and the Pilgrims are 2 of 7, so they've tried 1 more than we have, but they've made 1 less. But another difference is the 3 points in the free throw. So we scored 5 and they've scored 2. So 1 extra 3 for us and 3 extra buckets from the free throw line to make up that 6-point lead that Westview has right now. And another interesting stat, in the first quarter, Westview had no offensive boards. We had 5 defensive boards. And on the other side, the Pilgrims had 3 defensive and 5 offensive. Now, an offensive board for us and a defensive board for them both mean they missed a shot. So the Pilgrims had missed 10 shots in the first quarter. In the second quarter, I show the Pilgrims with only 1 rebound. That was a defensive rebound. And we had 2, 4, 5 offensive boards. So we had a lot of putbacks for the second quarter. So right now, right before the half there where they had missed their shot, we got the rebound and they stole it and put it back up. Right before that, we were up 8. That was our biggest lead of the game, 28-20. And they're early on, well, not early on, about halfway through the first quarter, there was a couple lead changes, and then to start the second quarter, the lead changed twice. So the leads changed 4 times, but pretty much most of the second quarter, though, we have held the lead. And like I said, we'd gotten up to 7 and then up to 8-point lead. Right now, 6 at halftime.
Well, one thing that I think has improved on Westview's side is we're playing another aggressive team that's likes to drive to the basket and be physical. And we're handling it a lot better than we did earlier in the season. And that's made a big difference in this game this afternoon with Westview holding on to, as you said, a 6-point lead here. But, yeah, the rebounding underneath has been really good. So
yeah, it's been interesting on some of those boards. You see this forest of hands coming up, and,
right.
And then it just keeps getting popped around because nobody can quite get a hold of it.
Right.
So I see you had asked Andrew for some scores right now.
Right.
So we have some halftime scores. You have those there?
Well, I have a couple. Yeah, Canterbury leading Fremont 28-22 at halftime. And West Noble is playing LaVille this afternoon. There's quite a few games going on, of course, today because of the girls' tournament. That's the way it is every year during this week when the girls' sectional action is going on. They have Thursday night games, which are kind of unusual, and also Saturday afternoon games.
Right, because the sectional games will be played Tuesday evenings and then Friday and Saturday evenings.
Right.
So always trying to leave it open for any school if their girls team would happen to, make it to those finals on Saturday night. You don't want to have a conflict or have to reschedule a boys' game,
Right.
so they just schedule them for the afternoon.
And we thank Andrew Byler for keeping us up to date on out-of-town scores here.
One of the things I didn't mention, I think I mentioned it during the game itself, but our leading rebounder right now is Caden Grau. He has 3 defensive boards and 2 offensive. And on the other side, Caden Ellery, their 6'5 junior, has 3 offensive boards and 1 defensive. But Westview has a 12-9 rebounding advantage.
Another halftime score, Northridge leading Jimtown by 10, 60-50. Both teams have returned to the hardwood now. We're a little over a minute away from the start of the second half. We'll take a break here, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204. Must have something going.
We're back at Westview High School. It looks like Plymouth's ready to go. They had their second half starters out there with a minute to go.
they're anxious to get the second half started.
Get things going, try to make up that deficit.
Yeah, dig out of their hole a little bit here. Been a pretty good ball game, close all the way. Like Dan said, the Pilgrims the Warriors had their biggest lead of 8 till right there in the closing seconds of the half when there was a quick steal by Plymouth and a put in. And Plymouth will have the ball to begin the second half. Out front is Van Dyne. Minnick's on him. It's like we have our original starters in, and it appears that
they do as well, yes.
Plymouth Pilgrims. Their football team is called the Plymouth Rockies.
A bit of an anomaly there in the mascot, high school mascot naming.
Right. Good backdoor pass underneath. Shot is up and good by Bowling. Ellery saw him cutting in and made a pinpoint pass. Lead for the Warriors now 28-24. Luke Helmuth holding on the right wing. Now he's going to lob it into Grau. Grau puts it on the floor. Maybe should have gone straight up with that. And now the shot by Slabaugh underneath is missed, and back come the Pilgrims. Van Dyne into the paint. Put it up and misses shot, but it's tipped right back up and in by Walters. And all of a sudden, Plymouth's on a 6-0 run, including that last two of the second quarter. 28-26 now. Zepp with a three, and that's an air ball, goes out of bounds. It'll be Plymouth's ball. It's been a while since, I think Zepp might have taken 1 3 the other night, but he's not getting as many off as he did earlier in the season.
Right. Yeah, I think people realize that he can shoot from out there.
And
Wade Springer just checked in, came in for Caden Grau.
Westview putting on that full court pressure. Driving is Walters, and he'll take the shot, and it's going to be missed off the back of the iron. Rebound Ellery, and then he dribbles out of bounds. It's going to be Westview basketball.
So yeah, that was an interesting turn of events. It almost looked like Ellery knocked our player over, but then he stepped out of bounds, and there was no called.
Yeah, I thought
no
they were going to
call on the contact, but
thought sure it was going to be a foul one way or the other. Springer has Bowling reach in for the steal, couldn't do it. Springer gets it to Zepp, back to Wade. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Wiley inside to Zepp. Zepp double teamed, hands off to Wade. He puts it in off the glass and good.
His first 2 points tonight. It's good to get going again here in the second half.
30-26, Westview up 4. Ellery with a three, that's going to be long. Rebound, Austin Slabaugh, back come the Warriors. Austin to Wade. Wade had the opening, didn't take it. Now Luke has an opening for three, and it's going to be short. Zepp with the offensive board. He goes to Slabaugh. They'll swing it around to Minix for three, and he got it. Wiley on that quick release was pinpoint on the shot. 33-26 now, Westview. 5:10 to go, third quarter. With the ball, Walters. Two seniors working against each other there, Walters and Luke Helmuth. Shot out front by Van Dyne is off the mark. Back on the Warriors, Austin Slabaugh. Goes right side to Zepp, takes it to the baseline. Double team there, gets it out to Luke. Slabaugh drives the lane, he's triple teamed. Now Luke has it knocked away. Goes into the hands, now they got a lob inside. It was not a good lob. It goes out of bounds, it'll be Westview ball on the turnover.
Just a bit high.
Timeout on the court. It's going to be a 30. We'll be back right after this.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
4:39 to go, third quarter. Westview 33, Plymouth 26. Both teams back out on the court after the timeout.
Well, Jerry, one of the things we're seeing here is we've seen more threes scored tonight than we have in our last couple games. We already have 4.
I think that's a good sign. Camden Yoder into the ball game. Helmuth on the baseline. Good drive. He'll put it up. Oh, he misses a shot, but there's a foul on Ellery underneath.
I think they were all expecting him to just pass it across the baseline, and he went up for the shot.
Right. Couldn't get it to drop, but he'll have 2 free throws. We got a 3 now for Luke from the free throw line this afternoon. 6 points for the senior.
And we've pushed it back up to match our biggest lead of the day at 8.
Yeah, it was a little disconcerting the way Plymouth started out this half, but Westview has come back. 9-point lead now for the Warriors as Luke hits both free throws, 35-26.
Van Dyke never saw that pass.
Nope. Turnover on Plymouth again, so Westview will bring it back. Left side pass goes to Luke Helmuth. Camden Yoder, Wade Springer. Back to Luke, he'll get it inside to Minix, and he has it deflected away, and then Wiley picks up the foul.
His first, team's first.
4:03 to go now in the third quarter. Plymouth brings it up, looking at a 9-point deficit to Westview. Ellery drives on Helmuth, stops at the free throw line, and dishes it back to Wolf.
We've got both Ellerys out there, don't we?
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Caden and Kalen. Good drive by Caden to the basket. Misses a shot. Camden Yoder. Now Minix from the baseline. Misses a shot. And a rebound. And we got an offensive foul that's going to be called on Plymouth. That was on Wolf. That'll be his third. Daniel Yoder comes in for Wiley Minix. Wade Springer will inbound for the Warriors. Underneath their basket off to the left is Dan Gwen comes back in for Plymouth as well.
Wolf's out with the 3 fouls, I guess.
Wolf, one of their leading scorers at 11.5 points per game. We've held them scoreless so far.
And right now we're playing with just one of our starters in there.
That's true. We've got Camden and Wade and Daniel in the ball game. Luke gives it to Daniel on the wing. Pull it out to Camden. Right side to Owen Brill. Wade gets it down low. Westview works the perimeter again. Bounce pass inside to Luke. He'll give it to Wade. He'll put it up from the baseline on the runner. Got it.
That was a nice awareness to see him there.
37-26, Westview with their biggest lead, now at 11. 2.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Caden Ellery gives it outside. Shots up from 3, no good by Walters. Deflected to Wade Springer to Owen Brill. He'll put it up. Missed the shot, but he's fouled by Kobe Walters. Another score from Andrew this afternoon. Northwood's leading Beach Grove. That's a suburb of Indianapolis, 46-25. That's a final.
Brill gets his first points of the night. The afternoon.
There you
go. The day. So after scoring the first 4 points of the quarter, the Pilgrims have not managed to score again so far.
We stepped up our defense.
And we've now scored 11 straight.
We had some good production defensively from the bench. 39-26, 13-point lead. Gwen picks up the dribble and gives off to Caden Ellery. Gwen in, looked like he might have traveled, but good move to the basket. Puts it in off the glass. 39-28. Springer, bounce pass on the baseline to Yoder. Now Camden Yoder with the three, misses, but an offensive rebound by Grau once again. Daniel Yoder to Austin Slaybaugh, to Camden Yoder, now to Grau. Grau drives the baseline. He'll put it up, miss. And the rebound's hauled down by Van Dyne. Van Dyne right down the lane, puts it up, misses, tipped into the hands of Wade Springer on the rebound. He'll bounce pass it to Camden. Inside pass intended for Grau, deflected out of bounds. So get a break.
Yeah, if Delp would have just let it go, we would have turned it over. But
right.
When you're on defense, that's awfully hard to not reach for the ball.
It's a natural reaction. Austin Slaybaugh will back it out. 70 seconds to go in the third quarter. Camden out front, and he's bumped there by Van Dyne. So he'll pick up his second foul.
And that'll be the fourth on the Pilgrims for the third quarter. Luke Helmuth checks back in, comes in for Camden Yoder.
Austin Slaybaugh works it into Daniel Yoder, right back to Austin. Minute to go, third quarter. Austin into the lane, runs into a wall there, so he gets it back to Luke. We'll try to take the last shot here of the third quarter. Slaybaugh double teamed. Down to 35 seconds now. To Springer, he'll take it into the lane, get it to Grau. He got shut off on the baseline, so we'll work it back out to Austin Slaybaugh with 25.
I suppose if we can get a layup,
that's
25
right.
seconds to go, we'll take it, but otherwise make them play defense.
Exactly. Yep, want a high percentage shot here.
Well, and cutting down the number of possessions makes it hard to catch up for a team if you're down by that many.
Slaybaugh takes a shot, misses. Daniel Yoder, quick putback, no good. And it's tipped around. Grau puts it up right at the buzzer and got it to go. I didn't want to take the time to look up at the clock because I was afraid I'd miss something, and I would have, because Grau put it up and got it right at the buzzer. 41-28 is our score after three. Westview leading Plymouth. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter of this ball game right after this timeout.
Shipshe Automotive Service provides 5-star auto repair services in the Shipshewana area. See Shipshe Automotive's professional auto repair technicians for advanced diagnostics for your vehicle. From suspension and alignment to AC repair, brakes, and general maintenance, with Shipshe Automotive Service, you gain a partner you can trust with all your auto repair needs. Shipshe Automotive Service also provides 24-hour towing service. That's Shipshe Automotive Service, 260-768-7119.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
And we're back, ready to go for the fourth quarter this afternoon. Glad you could join us for this matinee basketball game from Westview High School. Wiley Minix will bring the ball in to Austin Slaybaugh as we're underway. Westview outscored Plymouth in that third quarter 13-6. Grau looking inside, gets it out further on the wing to Luke. Minix down to Grau. Grau double teamed, and we have a foul on Plymouth.
It's going to be on, is that down on Delp?
Yep,
yeah.
Number 11, his second. Luke lobs it into Slaybaugh, and he'll put it up and in off the glass. Good quick pass inside to Austin. Austin with 8 now. Coming off that 15-point performance on Thursday night against West Noble. And now we have a foul on Luke.
poked it loose, tried to chase it down, and
bumped into him because the Plymouth player slammed on his brakes. So Luke picks up his 3rd foul. Inbound pass comes to Delp. Bounce pass left side of Walters. He'll take it to the free throw line. Ellery back to Walters, and he puts it in. Walters has led his team in scoring today, 11 points. Came in with a 13-point per game average. Luke into the lane and tries to scoop it into Wyatt. A little bit too hot to handle, goes off of his hand, and I don't think he really saw that coming because he was kind of blocked by the defensive player.
That's 8 turnover for Westview. I have the Pilgrims for 8 as well for the game.
Right. 13-point lead for Westview. 6:40 to go in the ball game. Inside, Van Dyne puts it up, rolls right around the cylinder and falls out. Slaybaugh, interior pass to Wyatt. He has it knocked away, and now we have a tie-up. It's a foul.
Slaybaugh on a foul. That'll be his first, second on Westview.
So Plymouth will inbound. 6:18 to go now in the ball game. Once again, our next game will be next Friday night over at Brushy Prairie as Warriors will take on the Prairie Heights Panthers, and that will be live audio, and then we'll have delayed video after the game. With the ball, Preston Wolf. Good defense by Austin Slaybaugh. Caden Ellery with the ball out front. Plymouth chasing 13. Van Dyne.
They don't seem to be playing as if they're down 13. They're being very deliberate, taking their time.
Certainly don't. They came in averaging 53.2 points per game. Shot missed. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plymouth. It'll be Westview basketball. Pilgrims average 53.2 points per game, but give up 56.8. The Warriors, on the other hand, 52.8 offensively and 45.9 defensively. Warriors trying to lengthen their 13-point lead. Luke drives, contact made underneath, and there's going to be another foul called on Plymouth.
It's going to be called on 32.
Parker Wolf. Parker is off the JV. Turnaround spin move, and the shot's good by Wiley Minix. 9 for Wiley now this afternoon. 45-30. Another high point mark as far as the lead is concerned for Westview at 15. With the ball, Walters gets it loose to Wolf, Parker Wolf. He'll get it to his brother, Preston Wolf, and Preston misses the 3. Back come the Warriors now. Luke Helmuth. Minix back to Luke. Good fast move on the baseline, and he puts it up and in. First regular 2-point basket for Luke today. Shots up, no good. Rebound pulled off of there by Austin Slaybaugh. Good pass underneath. Oh, great ball movement by the Warriors here. And now Plymouth wants to talk things over as they find themselves down 19 with 4:15 to go in the ball game. We'll be back right after this 60-second timeout.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
We're back at Westview High School. Pilgrims will be bringing the ball the full length of the floor. They've got 4:15 to try to dig their way out of a 19-point deficit. They've scored 30 points so far. And I talked about they were playing fairly deliberately, and that's not going to make up a lot of points.
Right. With the ball is Preston Wolf. He dishes it down inside. Good pass to Van Dyne, and he puts it up and good. Slaybaugh works it across the timeline on the pass to Luke Helmuth. Luke to Slaybaugh. I'm sure the Warriors aren't going to be in any hurry here. Daniel Yoder to Slaybaugh. Quick pass, Luke left open for three, and it's in and out, no good, but an offensive rebound by Austin Slaybaugh, and he has it knocked away, and then it was kicked by Plymouth, so it'll stay in the hands of Westview.
So that's one of the things I'd love to see Austin get better at. He gets those rebounds, but he's still a freshman, maybe not as strong as he's going to be.
Right.
He gets too many rebounds pulled away from him.
He's probably going to beef up a little bit, but he's still young. But boy, can he jump.
He's a very, very talented athlete.
Yes, he is. Got a couple of freshmen that are talented athletes, including Daniel Yoder, who's out there now, number 45. Luke to Austin Slaybaugh. He'll hand it off to Wade Springer, and we have a reach-in foul. It's going to be called on Walters.
That'll be the third on the Pilgrims for the quarter. Third on Walters as well.
Owen Brill comes in, Camden Yoder as well. Austin Slaybaugh will take a seat, and so will Luke Helmuth. So now we have Wade Springer, Camden Yoder, Daniel Yoder, Owen Brill, and Wiley Minix on the court for the Warriors.
So once again, only one of our starters on the floor.
That's right. Ball deflected, chased down by Ellery, and he double dribbled, but no call. Caden Ellery, and we have a blocking foul. It's going to be called on Daniel Yoder. I'm not so sure about
he was
that
trying to get in front of him and maybe not quite set, but Ellery certainly brought the elbow up.
So Daniel's first foul of the afternoon.
Third on Westview for the fourth quarter. Oh.
That was on Camden Yoder.
What? Well, he wasn't even there.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that was Daniel.
Oh, well. Ball deflected out of bounds.
So Coach Pribble's talking things over. So they're changing it back to Daniel.
Yeah.
Which I think was the correct call.
Yes, it is. I think everybody knew. Two-shot foul coming for Plymouth.
Owen's going to be called on that foul. And that'll put Walters at the line to shoot a couple.
49-32 Westview, 2:34 to go now in the ball game. Walters misses off the back of the rim, and he'll get one more.
The Pilgrims hadn't been at the line since the first quarter. 2 of 4 now from the stripe so far in the game. Make that 3 of 5 as he hits that second one.
Westview will inbound after that free throw is made. Luke Helmuth back into the ball game. Wiley Minix comes out for the Warriors. Camden Yoder receives the inbound pass, has it knocked away and stolen. Shots up, and it's going to count a foul on Wade Springer. Basket was made by Van Dyne. Gives him 8 points for the afternoon. Goes to the free throw line for the first time tonight, I believe.
That was the first on Luke Springer.
Shot missed on the free throw by Van Dyne. Helmuth, left side Brill, fakes, drives it into the paint, and bounce passes it to Austin Slabaugh to Daniel Yoder. Warriors once again will take their time. Got a big lead here. Don't need to rush anything. Good play on the baseline by Luke, and he draws the foul.
It'll be on Van Dyne. That'll be his third, I believe. And that'll put Helmuth at the line to shoot a couple.
Fourth team foul on Plymouth. Luke gets his free throw. I believe he's 5 for 5, right, Dan?
He is, and as a team, we're 10 of 11 right now.
That's better.
Let's just not jinx him.
Yeah, true. And he switches that one.
Nothing but net there.
51-35 Westview with 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Drive and the shot is up. No basket. Offensive foul is going to be called here on Plymouth.
That's going to be Kobe Walters' fourth foul. And I show that as their first turnover, Pilgrim's first turnover here in the fourth quarter. We've had 4.
So 5 fouls apiece for
make that 5. Austin thought Luke was coming back for that pass.
Driving is Van Dyne to put it up, and he scores, and he's fouled.
And that's going to be Owen Brill's third foul.
Brill comes out. Timeout's called on the court by Westview. Minute 37 to go in the ball game. Westview 51, Plymouth 37. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
$30 bid around $3,500.
Hear the calls of the auctioneers at the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Feel the thrill as 6 to 9 auctioneers showcase a variety of antiques, collectibles, treasures, and more. Whether in search of a unique find or something for your next DIY project, you'll find it at the Shipshewana Auction. And it's different every week. Bid on thousands of items from pickers from all over. To learn how to buy or sell, visit ShipshewanATradingPlace.com. Going once, twice, sold on the best deals at the Shipshewana Antique Auction.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
I bring that up when we come back.
So the Pilgrims right now on a 7-2 run. Had a chance to make it 8-2, but couldn't get the rebound. Daniel Yoder collects it. Oh no, that was Luke.
Luke and Daniel traveled.
Yep. That's our 6th turnover.
51-37.
This quarter.
Wow.
So we had 7 for the game to that point. 4 in the first quarter.
Daniel will come out and Grau comes in.
So we're back almost to our starting lineup. The difference would be that Luke Springer's in there instead of Wyatt Zepp. Dan Gwen back in. Philip Delp back in for the Pilgrims.
Gwen hands it off. Shots up and no good by Delp. Long rebound, battled for, and coming out with it was Luke Helmuth. Minute 12. Austin drives it all the way to the basket, puts it up off the glass and good. So he's into double digits now in the scoring department for the second game in a row. 53-37 now Westview, and Coach Pribble's going to unload his bench. Shots up, spins out by Gwen, and the rebound's hauled down by Grau, who's had a pile of rebounds. And now Coach Pribble calls timeout to let his subs come into the ball game. Also a sub coming in for
it's another one of
Plymouth.
the JV players.
Yeah, he had a good game.
He did.
JV, couldn't think of his name.
Caden Millizer, I think.
Oh, I think it was.
Or is that not the right one?
Yeah, he had a different number.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was. Mylan Miller, Owen Brill, Christian Howard, Camden Yoder, Daniel Yoder. I think I hit them all. 25 seconds to go in the ball game. Looking ahead to next Friday over at Prairie Heights. Prairie Heights is struggling this year with a 1-15 record, 0-8 in the conference. Brill drives, puts it up, misses a shot. Rebounds pulled down by Plymouth. Bringing it up the court is Delp, and the shot's up off the glass and good. Who was that that made that?
Lewandowski.
Okay. And that'll do it. Westview wins it this afternoon, 53-39 over Plymouth. We'll take a 2-minute timeout here, and we'll be back to wrap things up from Westview right after this.
Shipshe Automotive Service provides 5-star auto repair services in the Shipshewana area. See Shipshe Automotive's professional auto repair technicians for advanced diagnostics for your vehicle. From suspension and alignment to AC repair, brakes, and general maintenance, with Shipshe Automotive Service, you gain a partner you can trust with all your auto repair needs. Shipshe Automotive Service also provides 24-hour towing service. That's Shipshe Automotive Service, 260-768-7119.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine-in, carry-out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
We're back at Westview High School. 53-39 was our final score this afternoon as Westview improves to 13-4 now in the season. Plymouth drops to 6-11.
Yeah, just trying to finish wrapping up the scoring here. All right, so taking a look at scoring by quarters. So Westview scored 14, 14, 13, and 12. And we had mentioned earlier that they had briefly lost the lead in the first quarter, around the 8-10 mark. When the score was 8-10, or actually it was 8-7, and then again right at the start of the second quarter, Plymouth had taken the lead 15-14. Those were Plymouth's only two leads of the night. The biggest hole we ever dug for them was 19 points. That was at 49-30. And of course the final score then 53-39. Taking a look at individual scoring. First for the visitors from Plymouth, Caleb Bowling came in tonight, scored 6 points, 5 points for Kobe Walters. Sorry, that's not right. He had 5 and then another 5, so he had 7, 12.
I had him
12
down for 12. Yeah.
12. Goodness, I didn't finish my stats in the third quarter. It's messing me all up. Gwen had two points tonight, 3 points for Trey Delp. He had a 3 in the second quarter. Caden Ellery, their tall guy, had 4 points all in the first quarter. And Max Lindowski, a senior, came in there at the end, and he scored a bucket, the final bucket of the game. He had 2 points. And 6 points tonight for Trenton Van Dyne, one of their starters. He had a bucket he had 8 points. He had a bucket in the first 2 quarters each, and then he had 10 points. You can help me.
I had him down for 8, but maybe you're...
Well, I show him for a bucket in the first, second, and then 3 here in the fourth quarter. Twice he was fouled and missed the free throws. I'm not quite sure if that comes out right. So either 8 or 10. For Westview, nobody with a ton of points, but 4 guys pretty close together. 11 points apiece for Luke Helmuth and Wiley Minix. Wiley had 1 3, but he had 4 regular buckets tonight. I show that he didn't miss any threes, and he was 4 of 6 inside the arc, so a good shooting night for Wiley. It was good to see him. Looks like he's a little more comfortable out there again scoring. 10 points for Austin Slaybaugh, only his 3rd game in double digits. He had 10 against LaVille, and then, of course, this past Thursday he had 15 against West Noble, and now 10 again tonight. So good to see that from the freshman, and 8 points from Caden Grau. He had all... Nope, I have him.
10.
He has 10. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I was going to say he had 8 in the first half, and then there's another one in the second half, so make that 10. So 4 guys in double digits. And Owen Brill had 2 points tonight. Wyatt Zepp had 2 points tonight. And Daniel Yoder hit a 3-pointer, 3 points. And Wade Springer hit a couple buckets in the third period for 4 points for Westview. I show us one of the biggest stats, I think, probably is the fact that we had a 30-15 rebounding advantage, and that was after being down 5-8 after 1 quarter. We were being out-rebounded in the first quarter, but from there on, we out-rebounded them 25-7. Just not very many rebounds by the Pilgrims. Westview was 11 of 12 from the line. I think we'll take that just about any time.
That was impressive. That and the rebounding were the 2 big things in this ball game, and I liked our balanced scoring too, with 11, 11, 10, and 10. Austin Slaybaugh 10, Caden Grau 10, Luke with 11, and Wiley with 11. So it was all in all a good afternoon for the Warriors. We beat a Northern Lakes Conference team, and we pick up our 13th win of the year. So
I think the only thing that we might want to work on a little bit is turnovers.
Yeah.
So we had 4 in the first quarter and 6 in the fourth. Only 3 in the middle 2 combined, but to start the game and end the game, we had a little trouble hanging on to that ball. So
that's right. So the final score this afternoon from Westview 53 and Plymouth 39. As I mentioned during the ball game, our next contest will be next Friday night over at Prairie Heights, and once again that's going to be a live audio broadcast and a delayed video, which you should be able to see fairly shortly after the game. This afternoon's game sponsor was Weaver Furniture Sales with 2 locations in Shipshewana. Also this afternoon, our pregame sponsor was J&R Solutions, providing unlimited internet no matter where you live. Pizza Depot was our halftime sponsor with their new location open in Middlebury. Today's game was also brought to you by Shipshewana Trading Place, featuring the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday beginning at 9 a.m. Also by Height Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange. Yoder Crossroads, located south of Shipshewana at the intersection of State Road 5 and US 20. Also, Emma Warehouse in downtown Emma. Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka, Stutzman Power Equipment, that is, on US 20 between Shipshewana and Middlebury. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Also Shipshe Automotive Service just south of US 20 on State Road 5. By LaGwana, your local creative services provider. Also Animal Care Clinic of Topeka, as well as Jerry's Standard Service in downtown Middlebury. and Southwind Flooring on 1000 West in Shipshewana. Today's game was a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network. So for our color commentator, Dan Byler, our engineer this afternoon, Jeremy Anderson, and our camera operator, Michael Yeep. Have a good day, everyone.